go to Big John. Big John from Mid-City. Big John, you're the huddle with Bobby and Mike.
Guys, I've been a broken record since the Green Bay game, and each loss has only affirmed my belief that Dennis Allen just cannot be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints when Monday, January the 8th comes about, because I do not see the Saints going to Tampa this Sunday and beating this current Buccaneers team. And, of course, Carolina's not going to beat Tampa the following weekend, and that'll be the end of it. But what I saw on Thursday night, guys, was just, a reflection of one thing and one thing only, and that's coaching. This current coaching staff did not prepare this team for a game in prime time that meant everything to the team. And they didn't prepare themselves to call an effective game. And then after pulling within striking distance at 30-22 and, giving us a little bit of hope, dangling a little hope in front of us, the diehard fans, that is, they call a head-scratcher of an onside kick with 3 minutes left and a 2-minute warning timeout, and then the defense cannot even get a stop, and they had a stop, except the guy forgot that you have to tackle. The abject misuse of Alvin Kamara and the lack of use of Taysom Hill, going forward needlessly on fourth down, and the inability of players to answer the big moments just has created a very, very disgruntled fan base. And I hope, Bobby, that when Mickey Loomis is on the show, because I guess Dennis Allen's sleeping off the Christmas hangover, guys like me, Longshoreman, Grant, the Super Dames, Big Henry, we're always going to follow the Saints. We committed ourselves thick and thin. But, not everyone who goes is going to continue to follow if the current situation continues. And if you start seeing a disgruntled fan base, that affects ticket sales. That affects merchandising. That's getting away from what Sean Payton had established in his 16 years here.
Well, Big John, it's not PE class. You can't just have a product out there that's competitive. You got to give the fans hope. And how you give the fans hope is playing in the postseason. Now, once you're in the postseason, anything can happen, even if you're a wild card team. And you might look the parity in the league. I mean, who's going to be in that final number to be in the postseason? But the Saints had a great opportunity, even though they've been up and down. But when it comes time to put up or shut up, they've shut up. I mean, they've not been able to do anything. And then when you look at it right now, Big John, how do you view this? Because I think either you're a championship team or you're trending in that direction, or you're in the bottom of the league where you have no chance, and then a number of organizations would blow things up. But we like in limbo. We're like
caught in purgatory.
Yes, we're not good enough, but we're not bad enough. So we just hovering around like an 8-9, 9-8 season. And to me, now we won 7 games last year.
I mean, 7 this year.
And then, so what if they beat? To me, if they beat Tampa Bay and Atlanta, and you're not in the postseason, that's not good enough, considering the strength of schedule. What's your take on that?
My take is this, Bobby. This team has the talent, the physical talent, the skill players, the trench players, even to a certain degree, to be trending toward the playoffs and maybe a championship. It does not have the coaching staff for that. It has been proven over and over again, starting with last year's Tampa game, and moving forward through this year, that this coaching staff does not have the ability to bring this team to the playoffs and to the championship. I mean, the schedule alone was set up for us in such a way that we could have won 10 games, and I saw the schedule, and I was thinking
10 games.
At least 10, if not 11, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So
we're good enough in the trenches, and Derek Carr has had his moments, but it's been few and far between. But again, when you get beat up front, and look at that Rams game, did the Rams come in with the reputation of being a real physical team? No. Look how they won that game. Now, Stafford was terrific, But again, they won in the trenches.
Well,
their offensive line, defensive line.
They could run the ball, and we couldn't stop the run.
That's true. Exactly right.
So the question that Mickey Loomis has to answer is, do we want to continue the standard that we had set under Sean Payton? Look, Sean Payton's gone, and I know we'll never get him back. I get that. But we set a standard there. And so will Dennis, Mickey Loomis needs to answer the question, will Dennis Allen bring us back to that standard? Nothing I've seen in the last 2 years will even indicate that we're back to that standard where we're winning 10 or more games per year.
Well, the bottom line is, Big John, it's a production business.
Gotta win.
You could be a great individual, a nice person, a good family man, but it doesn't matter. You could be an SOB, and if you win and nobody likes you, that's what counts. What's the bottom line? You got to win. Now, you'd want an upstanding citizen that wins football games. It doesn't matter what the position. Now, you could be a player. He's not really good with the public, but he's not getting arrested. But we're winning games. And if you win games, I'm telling you, you kind of look away and that we're producing a winning product on the field. That's the bottom line.